Hello everyone, and welcome to week 1, day 4 of the Performance Hypertrophy program. Today we have deadlifts. So we're going to do 7 sets of 5 reps at 80% of our training max. We're then going to move on to whatever variation you chose to work on that weakness. Today you'll see me do hang cleans for power. Then we're going to move on to some sort of rowing exercise. Today I did cable rows. Next up, we have some sort of pull-up. I just did a normal pull-up with a kip today to make sure I can get in all the reps I want. And then for the core movement, I did hollow body rocks. So as always, we get started with 5 to 10 minutes of cardio. Today I did the rower. Then I like to do this specific warm-up because I can do it all with the barbell. I start off with some barbell rows just to get my upper back warmed up. Then I go into some good mornings to make sure my hamstrings are nice and warm and my lower back. Then finally, I just did some wide stance squats to just get everything moving through the hips. I like this just because I just need one piece of equipment and I can get this warm up done pretty quickly. I just did 3 rounds. I then threw some weight on the bar and let's get into our deadlifts. So I don't like to do a ton of volume in a warm up of deadlifts. I feel like it starts to tire me out, but I still will do 3 to 4 sets of 5 to 10 reps with each weight. I start off with a plate, I threw another plate on there. I think after that I went up to 275, and then finally I moved on into my working weight. All right, so today I used 305 pounds for my 7 sets of 5. I was very happy with how everything looked today. They may not have been the fastest lifts, but I didn't see any backgrounding or anything like that. I always like to do double overhand so I don't develop any sort of asymmetries in my back. I used to do a switch grip, which means I had my right hand facing down and my left hand facing up. I started to notice a lot more hypertrophy on one side of my back, so I switched to a double overhand grip here. You'll see that I ended up using straps after a while because my grip got tired, especially because I have hang cleans coming up next that I'm going to have to catch. I want to make sure that my grip is ready for that. All right, so after we're done there, I stripped all the weight off there. I like to start fresh with my hand cleans with just the bar. Did a few sets there, then slowly worked up in weight. My final weight that I used today was just an easy 155 pounds. Wasn't difficult at all for me, but I want to make sure that I have room to improve the next cycle through. So I did these for power, which means that I'm not dropping below parallel in my squats. I do that because on my deadlift day, I mostly want to focus on my upper body pull rather than the strength through my quads. Next up, I have cable rows. Anytime I could do something other than a barbell row, I like to do it because most of the time all I have is a barbell, so those type of rows can get a little old. After these, I moved into my pull-ups, did 3 sets of 12 here. You'll see that I incorporated a little bit of a kip today. That's just so I could get the full 3 sets of 12. Next week, I'll get rid of the kip and see how many I can get. After that, finished up with some hollow body rocks. I like to do these for a little bit higher repetitions. I did 3 sets of 12 today, but sometimes I'll even go as high as just like maybe 1 set of 50. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Deadlifts are a tough day, so make sure you focus on recovery before we hit our overhead press day tomorrow.